picture will look so much nicer. Then I can put it on my fridge. Here, you drop.
Need a better one.
Hi. Did you draw that? Did you really? You're pretty good. That's your daddy and mommy? Yeah. What's this one over here? That's a tree.
All right, so hi everybody. Hello.
Hi.
How's everybody tonight?
Awesome.
Awesome. Good, good. My name is Zychowka. I am one of your Presidential Diamond leaders. I'm here to, well, first of all, thank you guys all for coming. I know that it's someone knocking at the door. Joe, can you? Should I make faces? So I know it's not always easy getting away and stuff like that, but by showing up today, you're investing in your business and you're doing it with intention, and that's always, you know, the way to become successful. Just to let everybody know, if your ringers are on, please turn them off or to vibrate so that we don't have any ringers going off during the presentation. There are bathrooms in the hallway. If we have small children or babies and, you know, they like to talk, that's okay. Just take them into the hallway for a second. So because we are recording, we have 2 devices here. We're streaming live. And we also have a recording device as well that will be recording our meeting so that people who are not able to make it here today, and there's lots of them, they're going to be able to watch this meeting later. So also just wanted to let you guys know that we have a special prize for new distributors or anybody that's signing up today. It's right here. It's called All Kinds of Wonderful Things. There's like, we'll tell you guys about what's in there later. But for anybody that's a guest, just put your hand up because we have a sample of our greens for you, and you can choose between the berry or the orange. And just a little bit of information. So as we're talking and stuff like that, you can actually flip through the flyer, and if you have any questions, let us know. So if anybody's a guest, put your hand up so we can get you that little package. Jackie is my lovely assistant today. So just keep your hand in the air until she gets over to you, and she will be right there. So, show of hands, who came here tonight hoping to grow their business and take it to the next level? Who came here tonight with intention to grow their business and know that it's a choice to become successful? There should be way more hands. Right on. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys came. Like I said, you're going to learn a lot of stuff tonight. I also wanted to let you guys know, again, my name is Zychowka. I've been with It Works for just over 2 years now. What that means is I've been having fun with my friends for just over 2 years, and I've been building a legacy in the process. So hasn't it been fun, ladies? Yes. This business is filled with fun, friendship, and freedom. I think that in order for you, are you guys giggling at me?
So much fun.
Advertising paid, you know what? When we talk about building your business with intention, Pat always comes to my mind. She's in like a lot of excruciating pain right now. She was in a car accident not that long ago, but she's here tonight because nothing can hold that girl down, and she's going to be presenting for a while, but if she feels like she needs to sit down, you guys all know why. She's, you know, Kat's got grit, so she's here tonight. I'm just grateful for that. I want to let you guys know that we're here to share for about 60 minutes. We're going to give you guys some tips. We're going to do a little bit different of a style this today. We're going to do some kind of interview style questions for our panel and a couple of the other guests. Hi, ladies. We're going to do that for about 60 minutes, and then we're going to do testimonies for about 15 minutes, and then questions and answers, and then we're going to give away that awesome prize to any new distributors that have signed up either tonight or in this month as well. So if you want to get your name in on that draw, it's going to be great. Now, it's just as simple. This tool here, who has one of these? Right on. This is one of the tools that we use to build our business. If you're a guest tonight, please know that this business is actually quite simple. It's not always easy, but it's actually quite simple. If you've ever owned a business before and you wanted to compare one business to another, there is no comparison of how simple this business is. This tool here you need to have. This is how you're going to do all your presentations and meetings and stuff like that. It's just going to guide you through it so you don't forget where you're going. So I'm going to read from here for you guys, and I'm going to try and do it at 20 minutes. So I want you guys to time it because this is supposed to be simple and easy. Well, not always easy, like I said, but it's supposed to be simple. So, and you can see that there's notes actually in my party pad. You can read directly from these notes. They're available for you in your e-suite if you're a distributor. So I just want to show you guys what a wrap looks like. So has anyone here not tried a wrap? Few people, nice. I don't think that there's any words to describe how amazing this wrap feels. You've got to put it on and feel for yourself. This is what it looks like. It's the cream that's actually infused on the wrap that's the magic. So the wrap, this is a used wrap that's been washed, and you can place it on any part of your body that you want to tone tighten for. But I like to show everybody the size of it because I know that in the picture here you can see that you can put it on all these different parts of your body. But this is what it looks like. So you can just slap that right on your belly. You open it up, you take it out of the package. There's going to be one side with cream on it, and there's going to be the side that doesn't have cream on it. That's going to have a little bit of cream on it as well, but you want to make sure as you're unfolding this that you're getting every drop of goodness possible. So as you're opening it, you want to just pull and drag it across your skin to make sure you're not wasting any of that golden cream. And then you're just going to put it on, and you're going to take a little bit of saran wrap and wrap yourself up a little bit. About 3 times you need to go around, and not a lot. It's just to hold it in place. And but you can also wrap back your legs. You can wrap your thighs. You can bring it all the way up like this. You can have it going all the way around your legs in any direction that you want, wherever your troubled areas are. You can wrap right underneath your neck, so you can place it right up underneath. No need for pictures. You can place it right up under your neck like this, and you can also cut it into smaller pieces and wrap your arms as well. We do have a fantastic facial wrap. I don't have a dry one to show you guys what it looks like, but it's super cute when you get it on. It doesn't work the same way as the wrap does. It's very much a deep hydration, so it's going to get rid of the fine lines, wrinkles, by giving your skin a lot of moisture and hydration. It's just like going to the spa for a facial, but the only thing is you don't get the head massage. So this is what we're here for. It's all about the wrap, right? That's what makes our company so different and unique, is that we have something that nobody else has. So all you got to do is take it out of the box and do exactly like I showed you guys. It's easy, it's affordable, it's fun. You just put it on any part of your body you want to tone, tighten, and firm. You see results in as little as 45 minutes. The wraps actually work for 72 hours, so you're always going to get your best results on your 3rd day. So your 3rd day, that's when you really need to take a good look in the mirror and see what's going on. Because I know me, I just finished Joe, was it my 3rd wrap or my 4th wrap? I think it was my 3rd, and then it was the 3rd day after my 3rd wrap, and wow, what a difference. Like, I'm starting to lose the little summer belly, I like to call it, maybe a little too much wine, too much beer, too many snacks around the pool and things like that. So I've just been, like I said, finished my 3rd day. It was the 3rd day after my 3rd wrap, and that's when I see my results. I didn't see them up until then. So don't think that you're going to put on one wrap and you're going to see dramatic difference. There's a reason why there's 4 in a box, okay? So you really want to make sure you're using them correctly. This is what it does. It helps to tone, tighten, and firm in as little as 45 minutes. It reduces the appearance of cellulite. It gives fast and lasting results with a botanically based formula. It's a first-to-market product, and it is only available through an It Works independent distributor. If you are an independent distributor, you realize that you don't want to be in competition with companies like Walmart or the dollar store or anything like that. The nice thing about it is you cannot get these products any other way. So that's one thing that really secures our business. As a loyal customer, you're going to get wholesale pricing, so you actually get distributor pricing, so you save 40% off on all of your products for the rest of your life. Not just while your customer program goes on and on and on. So the way that works is that once you've completed your first 3 months, you can actually turn your auto ship off, but you are still a loyal customer and you're going to get that savings for the rest of your life. So you just go back onto your own website that you're assigned to and you can place orders at your leisure. So you're going to get wholesale pricing forever. You can actually earn free product. You get 10% back in perk points, and that means for every $10 you spend, you get $1 back towards free product. After you've been a loyal customer for 6 consecutive months, you actually get a $50 bonus product credit. And then after a year, it's $150. So they really like to reward their loyal customers, or we do. You can also earn free shipping if you're in the United States and your order's over, what is it, $125. And after your 3rd month as well, you start to earn free shipping as well. So if you guys have clients that are in the United States, that's a really great thing that you want to share with them. So this wrap pack here has 1 box of wraps, and this box of wraps looks like this. Yeah. So this is what a box of wraps looks like. There's 4 in a box. Again, there's 4 in a box for a reason. You want to make sure you're doing all 4 of them before you really decide, how the wraps are going to work for you. They come individually packaged just like this. The wrap pack has a very small defining gel in it, and it's like the size of a lipstick. In my household, that would last about 1 day. Me and Joe both love the defining gel. It's great if you've been in the sun too long. It's great for an aftershave. It's, what else? Bug bites, all kinds of little rashes and things like that. It's just a wonderful product. So you're going to want the big container of it that comes in the skinny pack. That's why this package is so much more popular, so is this one, is because you get the large defining gel, you get a box of the fat fighters, a box of the wraps, and a bottle of the fat fighters. So the fat fighters are kind of a bit of a cheap pill. What you do with the fat fighters, you take 2 fat fighters with your heaviest meal of the day, and what it's going to do, it's going to absorb 1/3 of the fats that are in your stomach that that you've consumed, and it does that by binding with the bad fat. So it's basically like binding with it so that your body doesn't get a chance to. So it's absorbing it before your body gets a chance to. The nice thing about it is it never causes any sort of urgency or gas like other products can do. It's nice, it's all natural. All of our products are organic and non-genetically modified, so you can rest assured that you're actually putting good things in your body. And there's actually food in the fat fighters for your pancreas as well. So it's really great for everybody. If you are diabetic or you're trying to just lose a few pounds or anything like that, the fat fighters are wonderful. We have our IT pack. Our IT pack has a box of wraps, a box of facials, has the large defining gel as well, but it also has a few extra things. It has our eye and lip cream, which is really great just for putting around the eyes and around the lips. But if you're like me, I put it everywhere sometimes. It's a really nice cream gel that glides on really nicely, and it just helps get rid of the fine lines around the eyes and around the mouth. It gets rid of the dark circles around the eyes. It's a really great product. Love it, love it, love it. It's also a great product to demo out at your parties. We also have our greens here, our greens on the go, actually. And the greens are our 2nd top most selling product for a good reason. Has anyone here not tried the greens? There's a few people. You guys are the guests. You got a sample to take home with you. Take that sample in the morning because it's going to give you good energy from nutrition. You don't want to take it before bed because it could keep you up a little bit at night, unless you want to stay up at night. That's your own business. The greens on the go, or the greens, if you will, are they alkalize your body. They have 8+ servings of fruits or veggies. There's 38 superfoods in each little package. So you see that little package that was given to you. That is going to be something that you're just going to, it tastes delicious, and you're just going to get a lot of nutrients from it. You can put it in your shake, you can drink it with water, you can put it in with your orange juice, whatever you like, as long as you're getting that in your body. It also builds or boosts your immune system, so if you're starting to get a little bit sick or you're fighting a cold, you want to double and triple or quadruple up on the greens. I know I do that, and instead of being sick for 6 weeks, I end up being sick for maybe about 3 days. So the greens really kick the cold in the butt. So that's our IT pack. Now I want to share with you guys a little bit about the opportunity. Now, you can actually start your own business for $99. Seems crazy, but not only is this a business, but it is actually the opportunity of a lifetime. Shouldn't say that. It's actually the opportunity of multiple lifetimes. I have never, ever seen anything quite like this before in my life. Well, you guys know, I'll talk a little bit more about that, but basically for $99, you can have the opportunity of a lifetime. It comes with a box of wraps. So when you sell your wraps, in Canada we sell them for $30. In the United States they're $25, in Australia they're $35. You're actually going to pay for that starter kit with the wraps that you're selling. So lots of times, before a distributor even gets their kit, they've already pre-sold their wraps. Has anybody in the room pre-sold their wraps before their kit actually showed up? Nice. Now, I bet you probably sold a few, but we had bigger kits back then. So for $99, you get a box of wraps, you sell your wraps, pays for your kit. In order to get paid and be in business, you need to have a minimum 80 BV auto ship. So an 80 BV auto ship is our internal currency. The BV means that's our internal currency. That's our bonus volume. That's what we get paid on. So when you run an 80 BV auto ship order, then your commissions qualify. That means that if you have an $80 check, an $800 check, an $8,000 check, $18,000 check, or even, I'm going to go ahead and say an $800,000 check, because there are people in this company, well, they're not getting that big yet, but it's coming, so be ready for that. And that's monthly, you guys. All you got to do is run that 80 VB auto ship order, and your commission's qualified. That means you're in business. That means you're going to get paid for what you're doing. We also have these party boosters for when you're getting going in the business, and the first one here is the party booster. It's got 4 boxes of wraps. It's got 1 box of facials. It's got the large defining gel. It has a bottle of the fat fighters, the eye and lip, and the greens on the go. You buy that package, that's when you're in business. That's when you start booking your launch parties, and you can start booking one-on-one appointments, and you're going to start getting that wrap on people, and then you're going to start getting more loyal customers and more distributors. So if you don't have wraps in your in stock, you're basically not going to be able to make appointments, and you're not going to be able to grow your business. Does that make sense? Awesome. Mini booster pack has 2 boxes of wraps, 1 box of facials. It's got a tub of the orange greens. It's got a large defining gel and a fat fighter as well. So once you've sold your wraps, I think you're up about $140 after paying for your investment. So again, it's a no-brainer. What kind of business can you start up that you're actually paying, like it's paying for itself as you go and you're making money right off the hop? This one. When you start your business, your first goal is going to be to get your first 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days. Now, you do that by booking launch parties one-on-one and just talking to everybody you know. When you get your first 4 loyal customers, you're going to earn $120 in free product. If you take that $120 in free product and you buy 2 boxes of wraps, you're actually going to be able to turn that free product credit into $240 in cash. How's that sound for everybody as a nice bonus for your first month? Awesome, right? So that's just that's the only time you're ever going to get paid in product. After that, it's always cash money. You'll never get paid in free product again after that, other than earning a couple of rewards and things like that. But your bonuses are going to be based on cash, because cash is what pays the bills, right? So the next step we have here is step 3. That's the guarantee. You can earn $500 by bringing in 3 friends, family, your neighbor, a stranger, whatever into your business, and you teach them how to do steps 1 and step 2. And you're guaranteed you're guaranteed $500 on your commission check. This one here, that's 60 days to get to that. So again, it's duplicatable, it's turnkey, it's a very simple business. Now, who all is familiar with this chart? Do you love it? Yes.
Yes.
It's a great chart, right? I don't know very many companies that actually post what we earn for everybody to see, but this chart here, I could not get out of my mind. When I heard about this business, I was like, come on, that's crazy. Are you sure that's monthly? Because it really does get pretty ridiculous. So this is our average monthly earning chart, and if you're new to the company or you're a guest, come and take a peek at it, you know, at the end of the meeting. Pretty impressive. Distributors make, on average, $71 every single month. Do we have any distributors in the room? Could you stand up for us? Nice. It says distributors make an average of $71. My first distributor your check was, I think, $76 or something like that. So pretty bang on. Executives earn an average of $309 every single month. An executive, that means you're just starting to build your business. You have 200 people on your business that are building with you. And so executives earn $309. So we have the executives in the room. Rubies are one of my absolute favorite of the entire, our leadership chart, basically. It's kind of the beginning of some really wonderful things. Rubies earn an average of $599. And what Ruby means is that you're really starting to build your business, it's starting to take off, and now you're starting to teach your team how to grow their business as well. So Rubies earn $599. How many Rubies do we have in the room? The reason why Rubies are so special is because Rubies are the building blocks for the entire business. So once you get to Ruby and you start teaching Ruby, that's how you get to the next level. So that's why Ruby is so important. Emeralds earn an average of $1,121 every single month. Do we have any emeralds in the room? Quiet room. Quiet room for emeralds, that is. Diamonds earn an average of $1,910 every single month. Diamond's a really, really special place to get to, too, because there's a bonus attached to it. If you can get to diamond in your first 3 calendar months, so basically 3 months after you get started, you earn an extra $10,000 bonus. That's $10,000. The way that works is you get paid out your $10,000 over 25 pay periods, and that's $400 every month for 25 months. Come November, my $400 is going to be done, and I'll be paid out. Just kidding, I don't work bonuses. So who here has earned the $10,000 bonus and is at diamond? Stand up, you guys. Be proud. So again, diamonds are $1,910 every single month, and if you earn that $10,000 bonus, that's awesome too. But if you didn't, don't worry. It's still really, really important to get a diamond because there's all kinds of other things that you're going to earn. And by just bringing new people into your business, you're going to well out-earn an extra $400 a month. So no worries there. I think, Jackie, there was a couple people in the room that didn't earn the $10,000 bonus, but you're still very successful.
I did earn it, but they brought it back.
Okay.
But I didn't earn it in my first 3 months. And then they brought it back in like my 6th month, and I missed it again. But then they brought it back in my 10th month, and I got it. Plus the double and the triple. So if you don't get it, just keep working. You'll get it eventually.
Yeah. We never know when they're going to bring it back. That is something we do not know. They surprise us at conference. If anyone's ever been to a conference before, they do some pretty amazing things, but we never know what they're going to do until they do it. So I remember the first time we went to conference, and we all left crying because they introduced all these huge bonuses, and it was like everybody in the room, and there was, how many of us? 6,000? 4,000 or 6,000? 6,000? At our first conference, and like everybody was crying like they had won the lottery because they came home and they had all these great bonuses to go home and earn. Again, it's a choice, right, if you're going to earn these things. Double diamonds earn an average of 6,000. Or sorry, did I ask all the diamonds to send? I know I asked everybody who earned $10,000 bonus. Are we good? Okay. Okay. Double diamonds, $6,000, $35 every single month. Double diamond is a life-changing place to be. That's where you can actually change your business, you can change your life, it starts to pay for the mortgage and a lot of the bills and everything else. Who do we have in the room that's double diamond? Love the double diamond. I just want to say that I went double diamond, the year I went double diamond, I actually went with Kat and Steph all in the same month. So it was a really exciting big month for us. So double diamond's a great place to be. Triple diamonds. Triple diamonds earn an average of $10,541 every single month. Triple diamond's life-changing. Triple diamond is where I retired my husband. So my lovely husband in the back there has been home for over a year now, ever since I got to triple diamond. So yeah, it's a wonderful place to be. That should be where everybody's mind's at, and you should all be working towards that. Do we have any triple diamonds in the room? Presidential diamonds earn an average of $16,934 every single month. This is a pretty crazy place to be. You end up when you get to Presidential Diamond, you become one of the elite, which means that you're kind of grouped in and you get extra information from head office, and they really keep us in the loop and everything like that. But there's also lots of I don't know. It's just fun. You get like VIP seating and things like that at conferences, and you get to go and shop first, which I love. So Presidential Diamonds earn an average of $16,934 every single month. Do we have any Presidential Diamonds in the house? It took me about 21 months to get to Presidential Diamond. Working my business the entire time, didn't take much of a break. So Presidential Diamond. The next step up from that is Ambassador Diamond. Ambassador Diamonds earn an average of $31,928 every single month. Does anybody here know anybody that makes that much money a month? Yeah. It's craziness, right? So, but it's doable with this type of business, and people don't really realize that. So Ambassador Diamonds, we don't have any in the room here tonight yet, but it's coming. There's only 2 ambassadors in all of Canada. So there's a lot of room for ambassadors. There's going to be like 20 of them just in Ontario. So, you know, like the thing about it is that we're such a new company. We're just getting started. We have a huge vision. We have a 30-year plan for where we're going with the company, but the reality is that we're growing faster than any other company in this industry, and our industry is growing faster than anything else. Like it's almost crazy. So we're in the right place at the right time with the right product, and you're on the right team. My last slide for my party pad, and I'm doing okay for my time, we do really quick with this one, is it basically comes down to being your choice. So what is your choice? You can be a loyal customer and you can save money with the wholesale pricing. You can manage your own orders through your porthole. If you're in the US, you can get free shipping. We're going to have some discounted shipping coming right away too as well, because we are growing so fast in Canada. We're going to have our own depot set up here right away. We also earn perk points, so you get 10% back in free products. And if you want to be a distributor and you want to earn cash, you want to earn bonuses and commissions, if you want to get out of debt, and you want to have friendship, freedom, and fun like we all do, then this is the right place for you to become a distributor. So, party pad. Okay, so I'm always proud of myself when I get it done in time, because sometimes the party pad can take too long, and you can see how that can happen. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to do things, like I said, a little bit different. We're going to have a couple of our male leaders come up here and share some of the things that they do to build their business and grow their business. One of the themes we have for our meeting today is blitzing, and you know, just building your business that way. So I'm going to ask for Kyle and Jake to come on up.
Always representing up here.
So what I want to ask you first, I'm going to ask Jake, and my question is it what made you decide to go for this business as opposed to what you were doing before, or what your other plan was?
All right. I'm from Sydney, Australia, for those who don't know me. My wife, Jackie, brought me up to Winnipeg on my request. I wanted something different. I wanted a change, and yeah, that winter was very long. So we're actually going back to Australia in about 3 weeks' time, so I'm not staying here again. A little winter anyway.
I told you.
Yeah. So 16 months ago, I arrived in Canada. I came from a background, I was a warehouse manager. I came up to Canada with a dream of just doing what I've done always for 10 years, and that was, you know, I was always physical labour kind of stuff. And so 16 months ago that was, and for the first 4 months in Canada, I just sort of enjoyed the summer. And my wife was working in the business, not full like she was working it, but she wasn't doing it like she is now. And yeah, I was shoveling concrete in Winnipeg last summer in 35-degree heat, and I hurt my back, and I was just like, this is not for me. There's got to be another way. And Jackie and Kat suggested there is a better way. And Jackie, my wife, was already doing it, but she goes, you guys need to go to the next step. So we listened to our uplines, we listened to what they had to say. A lot of this business is basically replicating what your leaders have done. Some of you guys already know that. These girls replicate what some of the top earners, like Denise Walsh and a few of those guys do, and we just basically learn from what they're doing, and we try to teach that for our team now. And 12 months ago, we were yeah, in that spot, we were making, I mean, I was making okay money back in Australia, but it was nothing compared to what we're doing now. We finished in 12 months, we went from making okay money to being in the top 100 distributors, earning out of 70,000 distributors worldwide. So the top 100. Some of you people might ask how we did that, and that's just like, first thing Jackie and Kat said is, have you listened to a thing called Beach Money? How many of you guys have heard of the Beach Money by Jordan Adler? Okay, so whoever hasn't heard of that, definitely listen to it. It's an audio book. It's basically a guy from a network marketing background, and he basically explained how it works and how many times you're actually going to fail. Because let's not sugarcoat it. You guys use that word right there?
Yes.
There are going to be times in your business where it's going to be flat, it's going to be quiet, you're going to have distributors drop off your team, and that's just natural. But it's the ones when you find that runner, that person who just really wants it, that's when our business took off. We had a couple people really go for it, and then you've got to stick with those runners, and you can't dwell. I mean, sometimes you get emotionally attached to those people. They're your friends, they're your family, and I mean, half my family, none of my family have signed up so far. They sort of don't believe it. But in 2 weeks' time, when I'm back in Australia, I'll be showing them my checks. So that's what we sort of basically did. And here we are now, and yeah, guys can do it too. So yeah.
So that's perfect. I have more questions for you. So,
yeah.
My next question would be, Kyle, why did you decide to give this business a go?
All right, so I started doing this about a year ago. I'm Jackie's brother. And the reason why I started doing it is because of PepsiCo Foods for a while, and I wasn't making enough money with my commission checks. It was always dependent on what the company did and how well they did, and I wanted to work for myself and just be self-motivated that way and grow my business that way.
That's awesome. I love it. I think a lot of people have an entrepreneur mindset, but they don't realize that how easy it actually can be, and that's what direct sales does. Is it gives you that. Kyle, I heard you're really good at upselling and offering, great opportunities for your customers to try more products. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
So the way I upsell, I don't know, I'm not really an in-your-face salesperson. I'm more of a laid-back salesperson. I just kind of give them the option of ordering more, ordering the wraps. Just, do you want to order the gel as well? It can help you get better results. Things like that. Just nothing too like in your face.
You mentioned the shipping too as well for them.
Yeah, so the U.S. is the big thing. Is the $125 you get free shipping. So I always give the U.S. customers that option.
It's good to remind people about what their options are. You guys, we're all consultants, so consult, right? You want to make sure that your customers are getting the best experience possible. Thank you, Kyle. Jake, I've seen you blitzing. You make it look so easy. You're super great at it. I've seen you do it at airports. I've seen you do it all over the place. How do you like? What's the secret? Like, what do you do?
The secret?
Yeah.
Up in Canada, it's my accent. I'm not going to lie, it's been pretty good up here. My wife doesn't mind, she just says as long as you get the sale. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in Australia. But no, I just, as a guy, I was a bit intimidated at first with the whole rap thing. Like, it was just like, as a guy, I was just, I don't know, it just felt funny wearing this stuff. And I mean, wearing work shirts now is massive. If you don't have that stuff, wear this because it does draw attention, that kind of stuff. There's a couple of types of blitzing I sort of approach, and it's the shy. One of them's the shy blitz. Basically, you can leave your card anywhere, here, there, and everywhere, but that's not always going to work for a lot of people. You can lead with things like, basically, we sat down with Pam Sauer, the Chief Networking Officer in eWorks, and we were asking her some of these questions, and she said, just keep it simple. Don't reinvent the wheel. Use the blitz card. Just go, this is what it is. This is what it does. Just go up to people and just say, have you heard that? Have you heard about this? And some people are going to take it, some people aren't. But that's fine because you just move on to the next person and you don't get emotionally attached to it, to the outcome. Because one good thing that I learned 12 months ago was two of the presidentials in the room at the time said the difference between the people up here, us, and the distributors who are starting off is we've been told no more times than you guys have. So I can't tell you how many times people have said no to me. My family have said no to me. So it's, but that's just how it is. But what I like to do, I don't always like to just do the whole put a blitz card in people's faces all the time. I like to think of myself as a person who can strike up a conversation about something else. I had a chat with a gentleman over here last week, and he was sort of the same. He was saying, we like to bring up a conversation about something completely different, and then that naturally will work its way into the conversation. I was onto a good book that these girls taught me about called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Who has heard of that book? Like ancient old, yeah. And they say basically it's about investing more of your time into other people's lives, basically, and you will see better results. So make the conversation all about them. If you're at the bar or whatever, I won't say bar. I won't say the bar. You're going to take it anyway. Yeah, just the pub. The pub is sorry. But or wherever you are, you can invest the conversation in all about them. Like not even just what do you do, blah blah blah. Have you been on any holidays recently? All this kind of other stuff. And I know it sounds a bit funny and it sounds a bit like two-faced. You really, you're trying to reel them in and get them as a customer or something like that. But the more questions you ask them, they're eventually going to have to ask you about you. And if they don't, then how rude are they, right? Yeah. So that was what that. So developing rapport, I find is, awesome. You're going to get those people more when you have a bit of rapport, but you're not going to have rapport with everyone. So those are the two sort of styles that I try and use.
That's fantastic, and I think that you hit it home when I ask the question. I think that really everything comes down to the rapport you build with the people that you're meeting, and I know that I've seen you do it, and you make connections right away. People literally hand you their business card right away, and so I don't know. It's definitely the rapport. Now, can you just tell me quickly a little bit about how you do your follow-ups? Yeah.
Okay. So I asked my a lot of people like this, you might have a lot of contacts out there that you've contacted in the past. They say they're interested, and then you sign them up, or you don't, and they don't get back to you. Like who's had people contact them 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months ago, whatever, and nothing? Yeah, exactly. It happens. It happens to all of us. I mean, Kat over here, Jackie's upline, contacted my wife for 3 or 4 months, and she didn't sign up, and
She ignored me.
yeah, and that's what happens. And ultimately, all you're really doing is you're just trying to help people with some good products. That's what it comes down to. I mean, going up the ranks, that'll come and all that kind of thing, but just sharing those awesome products. But I spoke to my father, actually. He's a business coach back in Australia, and he gave me a response, because he gets a lot of that. He gets people coming in, and then he won't hear a response for them for a while. So I had an email. I actually printed it off tonight. You can write this down if you want. It's a good follow-up email, and I've got a lot of responses from this email. I can share it with Jack, and she can share it to you guys. But it's basically, it's simple. You guys all know it, but this is just what I say back to him. Hi there. I've been unsuccessful in my attempts to reach you and provide the information you requested about joining Networks. You may be busy, but are still interested in talking with me about it. How can I help you, or are you no longer interested? Question mark. Being a professional businessman, I know you can appreciate my position. I want to provide you with excellent service and all the information you require to make an educated decision that will benefit you. However, I do not want to bother you if you are no longer interested. Could you please help me by letting me know which of the two situations you are in? This will better allow me to allocate my time while still providing you with the amount of attention you desire. And that simple email, is basically, it's a win-win. Because if you get a no back, that's awesome, that's closure. Yeah, exactly, yeah, okay, that's cool, that leads there. But if you get a response, you might get a response saying, yes, I'm still interested, I'm just not ready yet. And that's with a lot of these people's cases, probably a lot of you guys out there who joined up as a distributor. You didn't join straight away, you might have taken it a few times. And that email I found, I got a ton of responses. Some of them, yeah, I just put to the dead leads side, and the others I still contact it. So it was kind of a win-win in that respect. And I like that email. It's just about rewording a few things. And I learned from the best, my old man.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, you should sit. Yeah, sit.
Here, bring your shirt. You know my shirt. All right, so we won't start with Jackie. We're going to start with Jackie, actually. Jackie, what are, well, tell us a little bit about your blitzing. What are some, I know that when you're blitzing, you're really, really good at it, and I find that you're very attentive, you have really good rapport with people. What I like best about when you're blitzing and I'm listening to you blitz is that you ask really important, great questions. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, sure. So I think it depends on the situation. Not every blitz is going to be the same, and there's not like one secret that you can just use every single time. I really believe that you have to read people and you have to have like a genuine exchange with people. So there's a few things that I follow when I'm blitzing, and honestly, it's like nothing magical. It's really simple. I just first and foremost follow Pam Souter's tips because she's a queen, and so if she does it, it's definitely good enough for me. And she told me that she will just go wherever she's going, and she'll have some blitz cards. She might even have a clipboard, and she'll just say, "Hi, my name is Pam." So I won't say, "Hi, my name is Pam," even though I would like to be Pam. "Hi, my name is Jackie, and I'm introducing a new product to the area, and I would love to give you a coupon." You just hand it over. And I know, I'm sure a lot of you already do this, but you just wait, you smile. It's really important that you're happy, you're smiling, you've got lots of positive energy that you're giving off. You're not like, "Hey, here's a coupon if you want it." It's just confidence, right? And then you can wait for them to ask the question, and if they don't, you can just say, "Have you tried this?" And they might say no, and they might say yes. And you know what? She said either way, it's okay. If they say, "I'd love to try this," you can book an appointment. If they say, like, "That doesn't work," just say, "Oh, that's great, that's interesting," and, you can leave it at that. No matter what they say, it's okay. But one thing I did with one of my diamond leaders, Amber, we went out blitzing, and we did just that. I said, "I'm Jackie, this is Amber. We're introducing a new product to the area. We'd love to give you a coupon." If they didn't ask any questions, Amber would say, or whether they did or not, maybe they were done their questions, she would say, "I'm doing a draw for some free product at the end of this month. Would you like to be entered?" And if they said yes, she just passed them a piece of paper and got them to write down their name and phone number. So then she has contact info and she can follow up. And, she can build that relationship with them. But we spent an hour and a half one day at a strip mall, and we talked to maybe about 25 people, and we got 5 names and phone numbers. So that's 5 people that you added to your business, your leads, your network of people in just an hour and a half. So those are like the basic questions that I follow.
Nice. Thanks, Jackie. Once you get that, so you're basically saying that you're going out, your intentions on blitzing are to get information from people so that you can follow up with them. So can you tell us a little bit about how you do your follow-ups?
Yeah. So whenever I call someone, again, posture, excitement, you should be smiling even though they can't see you, and it's, "Hey, it's Jackie. We met the other day at Starbucks, and you mentioned you were interested in trying the wrap. I'm just curious. You can use it anywhere from the neck down. Where would you choose first?" And, you're just starting that conversation, and, how would that feel if you could work on that area? What would that mean to you? Like, you're just getting to know them, and the conversation will usually just flow. And like I said, it's not going to be the same script every time. You might say, like, they might say, "Oh, I'm busy, I'm just heading out somewhere," and then say, "Great, what's a better time to call you back?" And you remember what they said. Maybe they were just taking their kids somewhere. So the next time you can call them, "Hey, how are your kids doing? I was just, calling to help you out with trying that wrap." I always use the word help because I'm calling to help them with something that they're interested in.
That's perfect. Thank you. And my last question is a little bit still about follow-ups, but do you find that you have to do it more than once? Do you find that like you follow up with people and the first time you follow up, they're like ready to go?
No. How many of you guys like joined the first time you were introduced to the business?
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So,
So
there's like 6 or 7 people in the room of 30, 40. Yeah. So obviously, the majority of us didn't need to be contacted more than once. And I find that almost no one joins the first time I contact them. Almost no one. So definitely, it's all about the follow-up.
Perfect. So Steph, do you find that you blitz the same way now
No.
than when you started?
No, when I first started, I was just kind of throwing my blitz cards everywhere I went. I would put them in bathroom stalls and stick them anywhere that I could stick them that I was going. I bet a lot of us are guilty of this. When you put a blitz card somewhere like that, someone's going to follow it. It's not going to work. You know, you have like that doubt in your head or where in your heart or whatever when you're doing it, and if you're doing that, you're just not going to get anywhere. But a lot of times when people start out, they just think that blitzing is just. By the way, this is a blitz card. For those of you who don't know, this is what we're talking about. This is a blitz card. Blitzing is doing this. It's handing it to somebody or leaving it somewhere or basically introducing someone to the business. But I was going on this total feeling of hope. I was just hoping that people would just start showing up and my phone would just start ringing and I would open my door and there would be people at the door ready to buy wraps, and hoping didn't get me anywhere except for behind everyone else. And yeah, I was focusing on quantity rather than on quality.
Perfect. And so why did you change the way you're blitzing, and basically what did you do differently to get different results?
Okay, well I changed it because for one, I realized that I was doing everything wrong as far as what I was thinking when I would go blitzing. I realized I was making it all about myself and what I wanted to get rather than how can I help you? How can I help you? Whoever I'm blitzing, making it entirely about the other person. And so I wasn't really being effective. I wasn't getting anywhere. I was wasting a lot of blitz cards, just leaving them all over the place. I think I got 2 customers out of a full year of blitzing in bathrooms and stuff, and 2 of them were in the same bathroom. East Polo Park. Oh, they are. They're the only place that worked, and that I knew of anyway. And so what I really ended up learning was that you guys, this is all about connecting with people. It's about you guys. It's about what you guys need and what you want. And so I have to learn how to build rapport with people, how to make people trust me. And just like Jake was saying, you're engaging in conversation with them and figuring out what they need. You know, what do they want and what do they need? They're not going to tell you right off the bat. So you've got to take that time to get to know those people, so you can help. You know, maybe they have pain, and so you can tell them about the relief, or maybe they need the opportunity. And so talking to them is going to help you figure out what they really need from you. We've got a lot of solutions to offer as far as the products and the opportunity goes. So we've got a lot of problems that we can solve with this. And most importantly, I learned how to blitz with intention because, like I said before, I don't know if you guys caught this, but in the beginning, Jackie asked 2 questions. If you are hoping to build your business, or if you are going and you are doing it by choice to build your business. It's one thing to hope and it's another to actually do it. Right?
Yeah. I don't think anybody ever hoped their way to a master's.
Yeah, so as far as how I do it, basically I just make sure that I'm treating people the way they want to be treated. I make it about them and make sure that I'm treating them how I would like it if the roles were reversed. I don't want to be sold to, and the second I feel I'm being sold to, I'm going to shut you out. So people are doing that to us too. Compliment the people you're with. Everyone deserves a compliment. There is something great to say about everybody. When you compliment somebody, it totally opens up the door, whether you're planning on blitzing them or not. And I really learned that. And like Jake said, and like I think you said the same thing, to stay emotionally detached from the outcome. Because if they say no, it's not about you, it's not personal. I stand there and I take it personally and I go home and I won't and cry, I'm missing out on all those other people who do need this and who will say yes. The faster that I get over it, that's been like my thing this summer, that by hearing people say no, the faster that I just went, okay, who's next? You know, on to the next one. The faster they were out of my head, the faster I can move on and continue helping other people and building my business.
Sure. Yeah, you can give some tips on how you
Okay.
did.
So some of the things I like to do is I like to staple the greens on the go. You guys all see the greens on the go. They're little samples. I like to staple it to my Bliss cards, and I go out hiking every day. I have my Bliss card. Usually I have it hanging around my neck or on my purse, and there's one on my backpack, and I have my Airwork shirt on and my name tag on because I'm going out with intention. I'm going for a hike, but I'm intentionally I'm intentionally planning to talk to at least one person when I go out. And so some ideas that I wanted to share with you guys, like she was saying, they went around to different businesses and stuff. If you're blessing a business and they show any kind of interest, don't be afraid to say, you know, you look like you want to try one. You know, remember that the other day, Christine. You look like you want to try one, and let them converse with you. If they say no, then don't keep pushing it because you're gonna seem crazy. But if they kind of go like, yeah, well then they don't know how the process works. So it's totally up to us to be very clear about what their options are. You can host a party and have a raffle free. If you have a couple girlfriends come over and try it with you, you can. I'm talking to you in your work. Why don't we come by and do a skinny hour, and I can wrap you and your coworkers during lunch really quick one day. Maybe you just want to do it by yourself. Maybe I'll just come just to you. Maybe you don't want to, make a big deal out of it. Things like that. If you don't make the offer or lay out the choices for them, they won't know how to react. So I found that that's really been the biggest difference for me, and I've been getting a lot more contact information from total strangers by being intentional, making it about them, compliment them, take my time with them, and then just make sure I'm offering something to them rather than making it about myself.
Perfect. And I just want to say that, like, one thing is that you nailed it. Like, it's all about helping other people, it's about offering them something. Like, who here believes that this is the opportunity of a lifetime? Okay, so why wouldn't you offer to everybody else? It's that simple. Like, if you could, then why wouldn't you? If I knew that, there was people and they had this opportunity and they were sharing it with me, I kind of might not be too happy. So we're just saying, be proud of what you have to offer and share it with the world, because that's really what we're doing, is we're offering a better way. What we have is a better way to do things. Now I'm going to ask Kat. Kat has always been working her business super hard. She's always built with intention since the very beginning. In fact, Kat being on my team in the beginning and building her team with intention, or her business with intention, made me build my business with intention, because I had to keep up with her. And I feel blessed to have her on my team and my business as well. And she's going to share. So my question to Kat is, how important do you think it is to get out to a corporate event?
I think it's probably the most important thing. Does anyone in this room have fears about your business? Yeah. Okay. Does anyone in this room ever feel like they're a little bit alone when you're sitting at home making calls or going out blitzing? Yeah. Well, I think that events are going to help you conquer those fears. Events make this business real. It's just not you sitting at home making calls, and you sitting at home watching a video or training a team member. These events make it bigger than yourself. You realize when you go that you're seeing 8,000, 10,000 people that are excited about this business. And you realize that by being fearful, you are missing that opportunity with people all around you, that they could be there being excited about this business too. It makes you realize that whether we like it or not, this business is growing huge. And to get to a corporate event and see these people that are coming from all over the world.
I just want to say one thing. I want to add that it's growing with or without you.
Exactly.
It's your choice whether you want it to be with you. It's completely 100% a choice.
Exactly. Just like me.
Yeah.
So when you see all these people from all of these different countries being there, yes, you realize that it's going to grow with or without you. That these people are going to choose to join someone else because you haven't taken that leap. I found for myself, even though when I first started this business, I had been fired from my job, and this was all that I was doing, and I didn't have a lot of money. And it was really hard in my mind and on my bank book to justify going to something like this. But I realized that I was at a career, and my boss said, you need to go learn some new skills. You need to go to a conference. Who would go? Who would go? Okay? You are your own boss. You are your own boss telling yourself, I need to go learn some more skills. I need to go build community. I need to go build belief. And all of those things happened. And even though I couldn't afford it, it was something I couldn't not afford to go. And it paid me back. It paid for my trip. It paid off my credit card. It made me become extremely blessed and paid off all of my debt if I hadn't made that leap. So I think, one, it does build community because you realize you aren't alone, and it gives you, two, it gives you belief, because really when we're sitting at home doing this and you leave tonight, your motivation is up, but tomorrow, what happens the next day? Some of you waver. Some of you feel like, oh, I might get no's. I'm not sure how to do this. Going to a corporate event just builds that belief in yourself and in that business even more. You also, three, you get a great learning experience. You get to hear face-to-face from the people that own the company. You get to hear from the people that produce the products, the people that have put their heart and soul into making this happen. And you realize how different we are. And that belief will drive your business, and it will drive your paycheck, because it makes you realize you're not crazy. It doesn't matter what no's you get, because there's going to be someone out there that you are going to help and you are going to change their life. So if anyone is wondering about some of the events that are coming up, then we have Green Carpet in October, and we have conference in January.
Who's going to Green Carpet?
Wow. Who's going to conference? Okay. I want everyone to put up their hand. Come on.
Can you explain the difference between the green carpet and the conference for people?
Sure. Green Carpet is a mini conference. The last time we went to Green Carpet, I think there was about 4,000 people there. The last time we went to conference, there was over 10,000. Conference is annually. It's in January. It's once a year. It's the biggest event of the year. It's a huge celebration, training. You get, like Kat says, it changes your belief system. And conference changed my business completely. I went there thinking that I had, the business I was doing was, I came from home party. So, before I did It Works, I came from a different company, and we went to conference, and it felt like you were in a classroom. It felt like you were sitting there, and it was very painful to sit through it. And going to the It Works conference, it felt like you were in a concert, and you were learning so much information, but it was fun learning it. And you're with 10,000 other people. They were all excited to learn with you. There's lots of black, green, and bling. It's a very exciting thing to be at. And they're there training you, and lots of the training doesn't even feel like training. Like, they brought in some really fantastic speakers that talked to us about, the first one was debt management and the happiness advantage. If you have not seen that TED Talk, you should look it up and listen to it. It's wonderful. And, but it's something that, if you want to make money in this business, in this industry, you need to be at conference. Everybody who's making big money, who's growing big teams, it's because, like what Kat was saying, it reedifies your belief system in the company and the product and where we're going. There is a future in this business, and it's very bright. And when you go to conference, you get to see what that is. You get a glimpse into the future, and it really changes everything. It's kind of hard to explain. You need to get there. If you want to build your business and build your income and create a legacy for you and your family, conference shouldn't be an option. You should figure out a way to get there because it's that vital. Green Carpet is like a sample of that. It's a half-time kind of pep talk. If you guys know who Mark Tendecost is, he is the best coach in the industry. He gives you the best, basically, coaching you could even ask for. When you listen to that man speak, it fills up your cup, and you're ready to take on the world again. So it's kind of like a halftime thing. This year we had 3 green carpets. Next year there's only going to be 1, and that's going to be our halftime in July, I think it is. So green carpet's coming in October. It's October 10th and 11th. It's in Florida, so if you ever want to escape Winnipeg, it's always a great place to go is to Florida. You do all kinds of training as well, but it's like a mini version of it. And you also get to do some shopping there too. If you're ordering from the It Works store and things like that, you're better off to go there. That way you can try on the clothes and not pay shipping and handling. Does that answer the question? Is there anything I missed? No? Perfect.
The difference is green carpet is sooner, so you should definitely come to green carpet if you want your business to grow sooner, if you want to start making money now. Conference is a few months away, so the money you'll make, like Jackie said last time, the money you'll make from going to green carpet, that's because you get that boost now, will get you to conference.
So true. Absolutely. And then my next question for you, Kat, is that like, can you talk a little bit about blocking off time for your calendar, especially for people who have children and who have full-time jobs? We're running a little bit tight on time, so we're trying to keep these nice and close.
I got really good at blocking off my calendar because before this business, I was working about 70 hours a week at my full-time job for a person who wasn't very nice to me. And because he didn't pay me enough and I had student loans, I also worked at business as a part-time job. So my schedule was pretty packed. And to make myself sane, I knew I had to schedule in things so I wouldn't forget my divorce memory. So I found the best way for myself was to schedule it almost like in a salon type calendar. You ever go to a hairdresser's and you see that their calendar is every 15 minutes? I had a calendar like that, and that's how I taught my team. When I first got into this business, and I had taken my boss to the labor board and I was without a job, I looked at my calendar and I said, wow, it is so empty. I don't know what to do with this because I'm used to it being packed. So I needed to really figure out from some of the top leaders what they did with the schedule. And that was scheduling it, what's called 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 1/3 of your time, if you're going to work an 8-hour day, so 1/3 of your time should be spent doing personal development and learning. May that be reading about products, may that be watching YouTube videos, doing personal developments like Eric Worre, John Maxwell, Jim Rohn, reading Beach Money. That is your learning time. It's really important to schedule that in because it's crucial for your business. If you don't keep learning, you don't keep growing, and your business will stay stagnant. The next 1/3 was building my business. So going out with intention, and I could be going blitzing, booking parties, booking one-on-ones, contacting people to set up appointments about being on my team. So that was going out and looking and for distributors and customers and building my business. And then the last 1/3 was working with my team. If you are new and you don't have a team yet, I would make about half your time learning and personal development, half your time building your business, and then once you do get a team, once you have people on your team putting their hand up saying, I want to run with you, I want to get to Diamond, I want to get to Ruby, I want to get to Emerald, that's when you can focus on those people during that 1/3. So let's say you are working 6 hours in a day on this business. Well, I know that 2 hours I'm blocking off to be personal development and training. 2 hours I'm going to have as phone calls, working my 100th list, going out blitzing, and then 2 hours is going to be working with my team. I wanted to show you an example of how I taught my team how to block off their schedules. And I know that this is a schedule that's jam-packed. This is Brittany, our little nugget. Over here. She works full-time. So if you want to go closer and you want to kind of show them how you schedule your time. So I get her to schedule her time just exactly the same way I schedule my time, where I'm being very detailed and I'm putting, all right, I have a meeting from this time to this time, I have a call from this time to this time, yeah, and I'm making sure that I get things in my schedule because I don't know if anyone else is like me, but I tend to get sidetracked really easily and I tend to stay on one task for way too long, and a huge culprit of that would be Facebook. It distracts us. We can stay on our pages for our entire day. If you're only staying on your Facebook group all day answering people's questions, that's not building your business. And I know I get stuck doing one task because I find it really fun, be it learning or listening to videos. They keep seeing more videos pop up on the side. that one. So make sure if you're scheduling, another thing that I've done is have an alarm. So I know that when my alarm goes off, I'm going to move on to different tasks. And I find that the only reason why people don't move on to different tasks is because there's something in it that causes them anxiety and fear. So if you have something that's causing you anxiety and fear to move on to a different task, write it out. Talk it out with your upline. Discuss why you can't move on. Maybe it be, recruiting or phoning that lead or following up. That's everything I schedule into my book. And if I hesitate or if I'm fearful of it, I'll talk to Jackie about it. And I'll write it down and I'll go through and I'll write my pros and cons. Why am I fearful of this? Why can't I move on? And that helps you be able to truly stick to your schedule.
Perfect. Thank you, Kat. I just want to say, not everybody needs to choose to build their business this way. This is somebody who has the intention of being a top earner, and that's exactly what Kat is. She builds her business every day with intention, and actually, she has a phenomenal business. You may not want that. You may only be happy. Your goal might be $600 a month. That's absolutely okay. You do not have to block off your calendar that way, and you do not have to build this business around your life that way. This is for somebody who wants to make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month. So again, it's your choice what you want to do. You make choices every single day, multiple times a day, and so make sure you know what your goals are, and then you have to figure out whether your intentions line up with your goals. Does that make sense? Okay. If you don't understand what that means, ask your upline. We're here to help. If you're going to sit there and say, I want to make $20,000 a month, and you're only working on your business one day a week, we're going to have to tell you, sorry, but it's not going to happen. It just doesn't work that way. It's true, right? I know that Jackie and Jake, again, are top earners in the company, and they work their business every single day. But if you, like I said, if you want to make groovy income, then you know what, that's no problem. You can do that too. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's your choice, it's your business, and you build it however you want. Again, just make sure your choices line up with your intentions, line up with your goals.
Can I add one more thing?
Sure.
Talk with your family about your schedule and your intentions and your goals. Because a lot of us have kids, we have partners, we have other family, we have other activities, and I think it's important to put your goals and intentions out there so that your family understands where you're spending your time and why you're spending it there, and then so they can support you.
And I want to add, don't always look at your family for support, because not everybody is going to support you regardless of whether you talk to them or not. Sometimes people don't get it. Most people don't understand this industry. If people understood this industry, I'll tell you right now, we'd have about 50,000 more people in this room. The thing about it is this is kind of the best kept secret in business. If you do your homework, which is what I suggest that you go home and do if you're a guest here, figure out really what you have your hands on, because it is phenomenal. You know what, in my business, I have some of my family that supports me, and I have other family members who have no idea what I'm doing. Is that going to stop me either way? No. I mean, I absolutely appreciate the support I get from, the few family members. A couple of them are in the room tonight, and I'm super excited about that. My sister's always been my biggest supporter through everything, and I absolutely love her. But you know what? Again, I don't think my dad even has a clue what I do. But that, again, is not going to stop me. It's just true. It's a fact. And but either way, like I said, Kat's right. If you have children at home, make sure you're discussing your goals with them so they can meet them with you. One of the best things that you can do as a parent is have your kids be part of your goal with you. I know Kara is a perfect example. When she gets a triple diamond, her son gets a puppy dog. I'll tell you right now, if I was her son, I'd be blitzing everybody. So it's all about intention, right? Get your kids to have intention too. Get them to understand what goals are and work towards them. You guys, you can sit down now. I just want to share a few things. We're going to close up. We're going to do some testimonies and earn some free products. Then we're going to do the draw as well. And what I want to share with you guys is the 2 big bonus. Who understands what the 2 big bonus is? Perfect. So when you get one loyal customer and one distributor, you get one entry into the draw. The way the draw works is if you have debt, and most of us do, you're going to be able, if your name gets picked from that entry, you're going to be able to pay off $20,000 US in your debt. So that will go towards student loans, credit card debt. What am I missing?
Medical debt.
Oh, you guys all know. Also, like I said, I know we talked about conference and green carpet. I really, really want to emphasize going to those things and making them a priority. You really don't understand what it is until you get there and you experience it for yourself. And then once you do go, you realize that you'll never miss another one.
Can I just say, when I said before, I missed my $10,000 bonus the first 2 times, and then they brought it back, and I got it the 3rd time. That was the month I went to conference, and I finally realized that I wasn't really working my business all in, and there were lots of fears that were holding me back, and my belief just grew tremendously. So after that, I got the $10,000, the $15,000, and the $25,000 bonus. And that would definitely not have happened if I didn't go to conference.
So now, who here doesn't think they're going to go to conference after this month? I want to say that if you're a guest in the room and someone brought you here, then I want you to share with the person who brought you here what you like best. What you'll notice is that there was a pen, there was a product flyer, and there's also an application form inside of your package that you were given along with your sample. So share with the person who brought you here what you like best about the meeting, or just about basically what you like best about us. And the other thing is, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I'm not interested at all in this opportunity, and 10 being yes, I get it, I'm ready to get going, let that person who brought you here know what number you're at. If you're at like a number 5, 6, or 7 or something like that, or no matter what number you're at, just let them know what you want to know more about so that we can help you get to a place where you're ready to get going. So who wants to do some giveaways? Who wants to share some product testimonies with me? Oh, I see a hand in the back of the room. So this is a part of the presentation where we like to do our testimonies, because no matter what happens, this opportunity could be amazing. We could have the best compensation plan with the best company ever, but if our products were no good, then there's no point. This is the reason why we're here, is these products, because they're outstanding. And so let's hear about them. Go ahead.
Well, my manager at work, she's had a baby, and she could never get rid of, the excess skin on her belly and stuff like that, and she even has some on her thighs. She had major stretch marks. She started using some wraps. She refused to sign up as a loyal because she didn't want to use her credit card online. She ended up buying a box of wraps last week for $30 each wrap, which was awesome. So she went home, started using them. Her stomach, like, tons of her stretch marks went away, her thighs even. Her husband was so impressed that she came and bought another box off me for him.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Right on. You can talk. Who else had their hands up? Go ahead.
There's so many great products, but one product that I just tried recently is called Relief. For anyone that has arthritis, it really works. I had some aching pain in my joints, and I tried it, and it really helps to alleviate pain. How long did you use it?
1 month, you noticed?
Yeah.
Go ahead, darling.
I've been using these fat fighters for a couple of months now, and I have type 2 diabetes. I was really skeptical as to how it would work, so I've been really diligent about checking my blood sugars. And the morning reading is always really bad for me. I even forget to take my meds sometimes, right? I have to take that at some time and forget. So, but I've been taking my fat fighters, not forgetting, and my morning blood sugars have been made okay. My coffee is super impressed.
I'm actually going to ask you for your testimony next, but you're not getting around.
I like to run a lot. I hurt my knee last year pretty bad at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year too, and then I hit at the end of the year. Gave it all winter to rest, and it was beginning first or second run of the year I hurt it again. And I've been taking the Relief and Omegas for about 2 months now, hardcore. And I just went this week. I went for a couple runs, long runs, and my knees are fine. So.
Awesome.
That's a wonderful husband. You guys already know that. Who else would like to? Please.
So I just recently went to a launch party on Friday, and I tried a wrap off of April for $30. And within the hour, I just felt it working. And then today's actually my 3rd day, and I just started seeing results. Before, I wasn't able to put these pants on. These are yeah, and I just tried them on today, hoping that it fit, and it's pretty loose. So I'm
All right, we got a couple more wraps. Who's a brave person that wants to share testimony? I got 2 of them, okay, so go ahead.
We don't talk a lot about the vitamins, but my mom was given a list, like a 1.5 pages long, of vitamins that her doctor told her she had to take, and K vitamin was one of them. And they said, you have to go online, find the right supplier, do this. So I gave her the catalog, and I printed out the ingredients and all the vitamins, and she's on the It's Vital for Nutrition, the full 3-pack.
Okay.
She took it into her doctor said, yeah, no problem. First month after she took it, she signed up as a DT. Because she's like, I might as well get 10% back on all my vitamins, and she's doing great now.
So tell us how she feels.
She's got lots of energy. She also is getting her knee replaced this month, and she's been wrapping her knee, and all the swelling's been going down.
Awesome. Lindsay?
Mine is about the greens. I get sick probably once every 5 years. And I came down with a horrendous cold just on the weekend, like last weekend on Sunday. And after talking to Jackie, she said, make sure you take lots and lots of greens. So literally, I would put a scoop in a shot glass and fill it full of water, and I probably did 6 or 7 shots each day. Because it was, and so Sunday, Monday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was completely fine. My son has had the same cold for over a week.
So,
yeah, and I
so you need to get him on them now.
And he's only 11, so I didn't think that would be appropriate. I didn't know. So
it's just nutrition. Yeah, all just food based. So
yeah,
I mean, we get so freaked out about our products and stuff like that, but when we realize what the ingredients are and everything like that, and you hear from our doctor, he basically is like, it's food. Your body recognizes it. That's why it's so bioavailable. So I'd be giving it to my kids for sure. Introduce your dose. Absolutely. He's kind of a world, so he probably could. Who wants it? Stand up.
I just learned about facials. Not that I use, but she came. She was bleeding, and her skin was bright, disappeared.
How old is her?
She's 6. Wow. And today we had another session, and she did last night, and now she's convinced she'll be doing them about 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh wow. Like I said, ready to sign up as a distributor. Get your application form filled out now. After we do the question and answers, anybody who puts their name down in, anybody who signed up this month, including today, will get their name in the draw. We'll go around having things out. So if you sign up in September, go ahead, put your hand up. We're gonna. Sure. Jackie's gonna come around and give you a ticket. So if you are a guest in the room and you're ready to fill in your application, perfect. You can just put your hand up as well. So we're going into our question period. So I know a little bit louder because we have to, Jackie's going around the room and stuff. Yeah. And guys, we still have 10 minutes left. You guys, please, we have 10 minutes. Let's make the most of it. Then we all should go to 20 per hour. So anybody have any questions that they want to ask? You're free to ask any of us. You can be specific or you can just ask a general question. But we have about 5 minutes for questions, and then we're going to do that, and then we can all head out and have our celebration beverage if we'd like.
Sure.
You know, you talk about doing the wrap, chin down, right?
Yeah.
You put it on here, right? How do you throw wrap on your head?
Yes, perfect.
Don't let my wife do it, no, she'll wrap my mouth.
So you're supposed to use duct tape.
I love that stuff.
So we have a product called Fab Wrap. And our Fab Wrap is like it's a cloth basically bandage.
You can open it tomorrow if you want. I mean, of course, that
Like
was
recording. You guys are all, your conversation's going to be picked up. So the Fab Wrap is basically designed as, it's not sticky, right, or anything like that. You can use it for doing the facial, like in the neck. You can use it for arms. You can use it for legs or anything like that. I still like using the plastic wrap for my legs and my belly. I know Jackie prefers a Fab Wrap for her legs. Everybody's different. Figure out what works for you. But when it comes to doing the neck, for sure the Fab Wrap is.
Is it like attached to itself sort of thing?
Yes, absolutely.
Attached to itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it sticks to itself, and then you can wrap yourself up like a mummy. The Fab Wrap is available when you buy your products and everything like that. There's no value attached to it, but it's great product, and it's great to share with your customers too, especially if they're buying wraps to wrap their neck and their arms. Any other questions? Yes?
So for the guys that are in the business, have you guys done launch parties themselves, or have they left it up to the girls to do?
That's a good question. Have you done a launch party yourself?
Myself?
Yes.
I've been lucky I've been with my wife every time. Okay. So to be honest with you, we're always traveling and stuff. But there are guys who do it definitely all the time. I was actually just saying that this guy here, he's got the funny thing, and that's Kyle at Pentecost. He's got
a facial on. He doesn't always look like that.
So he does those parties all the time, and he's no problems for us. Yeah, it's just simply it's just reading from that pad. It's what the girls do.
Well, Kyler Pentecost shared a story with us. He did a little mini boot camp with us when we first got started a few months into our business, and he talked about how terrified he was to start this business and how uncomfortable he was with wrapping people and everything like that. So he got really clever, and I think it was a third attempt to starting his business. He finally got over himself and became really brave. And so he went to go do one of his launch parties, and the first girl that came in, he basically said, "Oh good, you're going to be my assistant. We're going to wrap everybody." And she was so excited to do that. And so for him, it was kind of like, "Oh, awesome! I got an assistant." And you're also training that person too. Maybe they like what they're doing. They like what they did. So they're, maybe you have your new team member that way. So he got creative because of his, being uncomfortable, but he found a way to make it happen. That's not to say that you can't wrap. They can't wrap. Where's Jackie? Jacqueline? Oh, there you are. Your launch party was one of my favorites because I came over to do the launch party. I did the presentation, and then I let you guys go into your room and wrap your guests and then come back out. And your husband, Kevin, was in the room, in his own wrap room, wrapping people himself. And he was wrapping women as well. He didn't care. He was out there doing it. And it was awesome. I just loved it. He's brave, and well, I don't think he even looked at it that way. He just got to work like anybody else would. If we don't overthink it, then it's not a big deal. So
personal trainers do it.
Personal trainers do it. Doctors do it. You guys know how much money doctors make to do stuff like that? Like, it's the same thing. We get paid that way, but we don't have to do any cutting or anything gross. You're just putting a simple wrap on something, leaving it out for 45 minutes, making sure they drink their water, and you can actually get paid better than a doctor can. So, any other questions? Yes, Brad.
From a guy's perspective, going to a party like that, I don't think I have a problem wrapping somebody, but how would you kind of get past that coming from their side?
So how is it for the
women? I know a lot of
women?
women tend to be quite sensitive about.
They don't want to lose their shirt for.
I think you're just going to have to ask. Some women are completely okay with wrapping in front of the entire room. In fact, they'll pull all their clothes off as soon as you basically tell them. Am I right?
Yeah.
Some people take too much of their clothes off. There's So sometimes you're going to have people that are going to be completely comfortable and there's not going to be any issue, and then you're going to have other people that are going to be shy. It's going to be person to person. Some people are so uncomfortable they don't want to even have their pictures taken. They get really awkward about it. So it's basically you're asking the right questions, asking them if they're comfortable, and sometimes people are going to want to take the wrap home and just do it themselves, and that's okay too. So, yeah. Anybody else have a question? Yes?
So the facial wrap, does it and where you wear it for a long perspective?
You you have the facial on, you after 45 minutes, you're kind of ready to take it off, in my opinion. But some people sleep in it, so if you sleep in your skin looks fantastic that way. Nice. Yeah. You only need it on for 45 minutes, but if you want, you can keep it on longer. Like I said, some people sleep in it. I think Cam talks about sleeping in it and stuff like that too. The thing about the facial wrap that I really like to do before I put the facial on is actually cut it to make it smaller because I don't really have a bigger forehead. My husband, full wrap. But I just cut it and trim it down so that I don't have extra wrap over on my hairline, and you can even trim down the sides as well too. I like to leave it a little bit longer here, and I just kind of cut it down, but I don't really need it in my hair, so I trim this part down. So don't be afraid to trim your facials to fit your face.
It doesn't work on beards.
It doesn't work on beards.
So you just cut them off.
It doesn't take them up. I've done it with Jack before, and mine goes like that, and then it just flops. So I get this one done.
But you got the softest beard ever after, so yeah, and the other thing about the facial wrap is that there is, like, anybody can do a facial wrap. Age doesn't matter, whether you're pregnant, breastfeeding, nothing like that matters. The facials are just lotion that is going to be on your skin from a wrap. It's going to hold it against there for 45 minutes so that your skin's absorbing all of it. But when it comes to the wraps, you know, there are certain restrictions. They are for adults and different things like that too. So the facials are for everybody and anybody. You can drink while you got a facial on. Just make sure you got a straw with you because it's not always easy. But other than that, yeah, you can do the facials. They usually last, I would say facials last 4 to 5 days. Would you say the results from the facial? So doing it like you said your mother wants to do like 2 or 3 a week, I would definitely say 2 a week if you're, you know, if you're keen on it. So yeah.
Maybe it's different when you're in your 80s.
It could be different when you're in your 80s, yeah, you never know.
That's the result.
Yeah, you see dramatic results. So when you're doing the facials, you definitely want to take before and afters, and you want to get really in close up because it's those fine lines around the eyes and around the mouth that you're really going to see them reduce tremendously. Okay, so now we're going to do the draw for the prize. Unless anybody has one last question, are we good? You can always ask after too. I like to keep our meetings on time just to be respectful. But we're going to be here after, so if you have any questions, let us know while we're cleaning up. And then after that, we're all going over to Pony Corral to, again, like I said, have a drink or something to eat if you'd like. So again, we can talk more business here if you guys want.
So did everyone get a ticket who signed up tonight or this month? Remember?
Did everybody hear that? Did everybody get a ticket that signed up either this month or today? No? You signed up yesterday? Perfect. Did you get a ticket? Jackie's got a ticket for you. What's inside of this package here is a box of wraps. There's some product flyers. There's a fat fighter to the dividing gel, so basically a skinny fat. There's also my very favorite essential bars. There's some greens on the go, and there's actually a couple of greens chews as well in there, just for extra specialness. I just want to make sure before I pull this, that if there's any guests and they want to get their name in for the straw, it's not going to be available tomorrow. You see that? going on. So the number is 882299. Oh, sorry. Is that you? Or sorry. Did you win? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. So I just want to let you guys know that our next meeting is going to be here. It's going to be on October the, what did I say, the 14th? 14th. The 14th, it's a Tuesday. I know we normally do our meetings on Mondays, but it's Thanksgiving, so it's the day after Thanksgiving. So it's the Tuesday, it's going to be right here again. And yeah, so I hope you guys come, bring your desks, bring your questions, bring your testimonies, and bring this up. So thanks, guys. Yeah.